Hi, Joan.
Hi, Susan.
It's good to have you here today. Thanks for coming out. Now, your association is with the Kawartha Lakes Circle of Writers Group. I saw in some correspondence you refer to yourselves as COW, Circle of Writers.
I try to avoid that.
And I was wondering what you could tell us about the COW group.
Well, I'm a co-coordinator of the group with my friend and excellent poet, Scott Stevens. And he and I took over early in 2020, I believe in about February, as co-coordinators. And then were approached, quite quickly by Janet to join in this wonderful project. But first of all, the Circle of Writers is a group, anyone's welcome, and we meet in the library, in the room in the basement, and we are now operating online and carrying on quite nicely. It's not as much fun. It's better to get your critique from your fellow writers in person. Well, maybe it's not actually at times. I fail very much in punctuation, I've been told. Anyway, the group. The group carries on. We meet once every 2 weeks, and we have already received the various writers' pieces by email, and then we present critiques to them. Their work isn't read at the circle meeting, but we go around in a circle and give critiques to 3 different writers, and it can be poetry. And we've certainly developed that with this collection, with the art gallery. And then there's probably more prose writers and creative fiction of many genres, steampunk, things I've never heard of in my life. And it's really an eye-opener, what people are interested in. And then one of our writers is doing a play, and that's bringing something new, and we're all learning from that.
Oh, that sounds really exciting and interesting, and I will make a point that on the exhibit there's an email address for people to contact the writers group if they're interested in joining.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah, we welcome people. We have about 16 members, I believe, right now.
Oh, wow, that's great. What was the appeal for the group, Joan, in discussing the idea with them about partnering on an exhibit with the permanent collection pieces? What was the appeal for the group?
Well, it had a very positive response, and many of the people shy away from poetry, so it's quite a challenge for them to undertake. But it's very nice to have a piece to look at that appeals to you, and then find something in you that can express your feeling for that painting or for nature, in general. And so we've had a fairly good response. I think we have about 15 poems that
close to, yes.
Yeah, and so I'm looking really forward to seeing this up and running online.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not going to give away anything, but I did have the pleasure of being to upload the pieces, the written work. So I was impressed. It was lovely work, and I invite everyone to check it out. So I'm going to wrap up this afternoon with a final question for you. What outcomes do you hope will come out of the exhibit?
Well, one big thing to me is the awareness of the environment and the challenges that are faced at this present time. And I'm hoping, well, it's certainly made the writers more aware, because we've had to kind of think things out as we were writing our poetry. And I hope the general public will maybe think more carefully when they're looking at a painting. And because there are many landscapes, and thinking of this wonderful region we live in and how we can keep it the way it is, and perhaps restore areas that might need some attention.
Well, I think that's an excellent note to end on, and I thank you, Joan, And I thank you, Janet, and I thank you, Rosemary. And I encourage everybody to please check out the gallery's upcoming exhibit running from October 5th until October 23rd, Art and Nature, Our Environment in Images and Words.